Pete Hegseth is a name that resonates strongly in American military, political, and media circles. Known for his passionate patriotism and unapologetic defense of conservative values, Hegseth has led a life marked by dedication and service. From serving on the battlefields in Iraq and Afghanistan to commanding the airwaves on Fox News, he has used his voice and actions to shape national conversations on America's military, culture, and political landscape. But behind the public persona lies a story of resilience, sacrifice, and an unwavering commitment to his ideals, making Pete Hegseth a compelling figure in contemporary American media and beyond. Early life and education. Peter Brian Hegseth was born on June 6, 1980, in Forest Lake, Minnesota, into a family that instilled in him a strong sense of duty and patriotism from a young age. His parents, both deeply rooted in American values, encouraged him to embrace a life of service. Growing up in the heartland of America, Hegseth developed a love for his country and a desire to serve. His early years were marked by participation in his community, where he demonstrated leadership qualities that would shape his future endeavors. Hegseth attended Forest Lake Area High School, where he was a standout student and athlete, particularly in sports like basketball and baseball. Known for his charisma and leadership abilities, he was elected as the student body president and maintained a strong academic record. His commitment to leadership and excellence continued as he moved on to Princeton University, one of the most prestigious Ivy League institutions in the United States. At Princeton, Hegseth studied political science, focusing on public policy and governance, which laid the foundation for his later career in media and politics. Beyond academics, he was an active member of the Princeton University chapter of the Army ROTC, Reserve Officers Training Corps, which would ultimately become the springboard for his military career. His time at Princeton was transformative, exposing him to a broader world of ideas and solidifying his dedication to serving the United States. Military career, service, and sacrifice. After graduating from Princeton in 2003, Hegseth was commissioned as an officer in the U.S. Army National Guard. As the nation grappled with the aftermath of the September 11th attacks and a growing involvement in the Middle East, Hegseth was eager to serve his country on the front lines. He soon deployed to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, where he served as an infantry officer with the 3rd Battalion, 187th Infantry Regiment. There, he was responsible for guarding Taliban and al-Qaeda detainees, an experience that exposed him to the complexities of modern warfare and counterterrorism. Hegseth's second deployment was to Iraq in 2005. Assigned to Baghdad, he was involved in combat missions as part of Operation Iraqi Freedom, working closely with Iraqi forces to stabilize regions affected by insurgent violence. His leadership and courage earned him numerous accolades, including the Bronze Star Medal and the Combat Infantryman Badge, highlighting his dedication to duty and his ability to lead under pressure. Hegseth later deployed to Afghanistan, where he continued his service in the War on Terror, further solidifying his commitment to the values of honor, integrity, and patriotism. During his time in Afghanistan, Hegseth also began to grapple with the nuances of policy and strategy, sparking an interest in advocating for veterans and military issues. Witnessing the challenges his fellow servicemen faced, both on and off the battlefield, fueled his desire to have a broader impact on military and veteran affairs. Advocating for veterans, vets for freedom, and beyond. Upon returning to the United States, Hegseth channeled his experiences into advocacy, working to support veterans and active duty service members. He became involved with Vets for Freedom, a nonprofit organization dedicated to supporting policies and legislation beneficial to veterans and those serving in Iraq and Afghanistan. As the executive director of Vets for Freedom, Hegseth took on a more public role, meeting with lawmakers, testifying before Congress, and appearing on national media outlets to voice the concerns of veterans. Through Vets for Freedom, Hegseth became a prominent figure in the realm of veterans advocacy, using his platform to address issues like healthcare access, mental health services, and employment opportunities for returning service members. His ability to articulate the unique challenges veterans faced helped raise awareness and garnered support for various initiatives aimed at improving the lives of American soldiers. Transition to media, making his mark on Fox News. Hegseth's media career began to take shape as he frequently appeared as a commentator on news networks, where he discussed military issues, foreign policy, and conservative values. His articulate and passionate delivery caught the attention of Fox News, a network that aligned with many of his political ideals. By 2014, Hegseth was a regular guest and occasional co-host on several Fox News programs, eventually joining the network as a contributor. At Fox News, Hegseth brought his unique blend of military experience, policy knowledge, and conservative views to a broad audience. He quickly became a familiar face, known for his candid commentary on issues ranging from veterans' rights to immigration and foreign policy. In 2017, he became a co-host of Fox and Friends Weekend, one of the network's flagship programs, where he discussed current events, interviewed high-profile guests, and provided his insights on American culture and politics. His role at Fox News cemented Hegseth's position as a significant voice in conservative media. He became known for his outspoken criticism of political correctness, government overreach, and what he saw as a cultural shift away from traditional American values. His straightforward style and willingness to tackle controversial topics earned him both a loyal following and a fair share of critics, further enhancing his profile in the media landscape. Political engagement and advocacy. Hegseth's transition from military service to media allowed him to influence public opinion on national issues, but his ambition to shape American policy continued to drive him. A staunch supporter of the Republican Party and an advocate for conservative values, he became an advisor on veterans' issues and foreign policy for political candidates. During the 2016 presidential election, he aligned himself with Donald Trump, seeing Trump as a candidate who championed the issues Hegseth held dear. Throughout Trump's presidency, Hegseth was vocal in his support of policies related to national security, veterans' health care reform, and an America First approach to foreign affairs. His position as a media personality gave him a platform to influence public opinion and discuss the administration's policies. His advocacy often focused on issues such as border security, the Second Amendment, and religious freedom, resonating with viewers who shared his perspective. Hegseth's work also extended beyond media appearances. He authored books and articles discussing the decline of traditional American values, drawing from his military background and his experiences as a veteran advocate. His writing resonated with a segment of the American public concerned with preserving the nation's heritage and protecting the rights of citizens, further establishing him as a prominent conservative figure. Personal life and family values. Beyond his public life, Hegseth is known for his strong family values and his commitment to his role as a husband and father. He has been married 3 times, and his current marriage to Jennifer Roshett, a Fox News producer, has been a central part of his personal life. Together, they are raising 7 children, which includes children from his previous marriages. Hegseth's dedication to family life is evident in his public statements and social media posts, where he frequently shares moments with his wife and children. His belief in traditional family values is often reflected in his commentary on Fox News, where he speaks about the importance of family structure and raising children with a sense of patriotism and responsibility. A devout Christian, Hegseth is open about his faith and how it guides his life and decision-making. He often references his belief in God as a source of strength, particularly during challenging times in his career and personal life. His faith and family values are central themes in his life, influencing his perspectives on issues like education, freedom of speech, and religious liberty. Legacy and influence in American media. Hegseth's journey from soldier to media personality has made him a prominent figure in conservative media and American political discourse. His service in Iraq and Afghanistan, coupled with his advocacy for veterans and conservative values, has positioned him as a unique voice in national conversations about the future of America. Through his role at Fox News, he has influenced a significant segment of the population, shaping opinions on issues ranging from foreign policy to domestic affairs. His books, including In the Arena and American Crusade, Our Fight to Stay Free, have further cemented his status as a thought leader within conservative circles. These works explore themes of patriotism, national identity, and the threats he believes America faces from within and abroad. His writing reflects his deep-seated belief in the principles that have shaped his life: courage, honor, and a commitment to defending the American way of life. In many ways, Pete Hegseth's life embodies the ideals he champions. His path from military service to media influence highlights a life dedicated to service, advocacy, and the pursuit of a vision for America that aligns with his conservative beliefs. Whether on the battlefield, in front of a camera, or behind a podium, Hegseth has used his voice to advocate for the values he holds dear, leaving a lasting impact on American media and conservative thought. This overview of Pete Hegseth's life captures his commitment to service, both in the military and as a public figure. Through his work in veterans advocacy, his role on Fox News, and his dedication to his family and faith, he has built a legacy rooted in patriotism.